And when you walked into OVW, was Jim Cornette there immediately when you were there?
No, no. I started in '96. Jimmy came, I think, in '99. I think in like the summer of '99, I believe,
Okay.
spring or summer.
I'm curious what your first impressions of him were, because clearly a brilliant mind for the business, and he could be a bit passionate, we could say, more than others. But what were your first impressions of him?
Well, one of the trainers there, the hustler Rip Rogers, kind of wound us all up, telling us that Jimmy was going to be angry and like this guy that we're going to have to impress. And actually, Jimmy's one of the nicest, coolest guys, and he was there to make everybody better. So he was there to help the product. So it was an easy transition for somebody to come in that wants to everybody to do well and comes in with ideas for everybody to do well.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you remember any moments you really saw like the brilliance on display?
I mean, it was just a slow progression of where I would have a match and he would come back and say, okay, that was good, but if you would have done this, you could have made it mean more. Okay. And he's the one who taught me how to be like a top guy, main event guy, and built all the angles around Nick Dinsmore being one of
Oh
the top
wow.
guys in OVW. So, I mean, I was always figured in, whether it's a tag match, whether it was a baby face or a heel, whether it was a title match or not. I was always in the mix, and it was myself, Rob Conway, Doug Basham, Danny Basham, Flash Flanagan. We were the more experienced guys,
Yeah.
having 3, 4, 5 years experience, wrestling with the developmental guys that were sent there, like Cena, Batista, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, Victoria, Shelton Benjamin. All those guys were the ones who were sent up that wrestled us and then went on to the main roster.
Yeah. Wow, that I mean, that must have been crazy. It's such a cool talent pool to see that all of you were there early on. Was there anything that Cornette came up with back then that maybe we didn't see make TV, whether with your character or with anybody else down there?
Well, a lot of it nobody's seen because WWE owns all that footage. I don't know if Peacock has it now or if, if Netflix is going to get all that footage now, but they really haven't released a lot of the OVW footage. They've held it under wraps. So, other than the people that saw it, live when it aired, or the some of the TVs that have gotten onto YouTube, some people have seen it. But there's all kinds of great stuff that Cornette came up with. I mean, it was a good couple years TV that was really really good and successful.
Wow. That's I hope they do release it one day. I forget if they actually did some OVW piece at one point. They might have done like a an episode or something, but there's never been like a full, yeah, a full like docu-series like they've been doing. It would be really cool to see a lot of that.
Even if
Uh
they just just put the actual episodes up online somewhere.
Rewind, recap, relive. For over 50 episodes, the revolutionary force in wrestling interview.